Hey team, Coach Lila here. We are going to repeat yesterday's core from Wednesday, July 1st. If you missed it or want to do it again, here's your chance. We have 3 rounds of 3 exercises each set, and we'll go through each set twice, 45 seconds for each exercise with an extra 10 seconds of movement on the second round. Okay, you will not need any equipment, but do make sure you have your water so you can stay hydrated. Okay, so I'm not going to play any music for today. I personally love music to pump me up, but I also know it can be distracting. So I'll test out some workouts with music and some without, but we'll try without for today. Okay, so let's start with a little warm up. Okay, find some space, and we're going to start with some jumping jacks. So just out and in. If jumping is not for you, you can step out, keeping those arms moving, or as my family likes to joke, doing the Freddy. Now you notice I don't even have shoes on, so you can do this however you want, in your home, outside, wherever you have access to things, but nothing's gonna be too hard on your body as long as you are landing lightly on your toes. Couple more. Getting warmed up. And we'll transition into soldier kicks. So just kicking straight forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. When you turn your body to touch your toes, you get a nice little twist, warming up your back as well. Should definitely feel a nice little stretch in your hamstring, nothing too much. Okay, one more each side. And we're going to take it into some squats. Now, we are going to be doing squats in the workout, but just to warm up the legs, open up the hips, you can start shallow, however much you need to go, or however little, to warm up and open up. Once you feel a little bit more, you can go a little deeper. We're going to do 2 more. And we're going to hold down. Put our hands down to the ground, let our hips fall, and gently stretch up. You don't have to straighten your legs coming up and down. Just get a little stretch in those hips and hamstrings to warm up. I'm going gently. Okay, one more. And we're gonna walk out into a plank position. Okay, bring your knees down. We're gonna do some cat-cows to warm up the back. So hands and knees, arching into cow, and arcing up into cat. Feels really good to stretch out the back and the shoulders here. You could also, if you want, take it into some barrel rolls around, or even some big circles to get those hips and arms into it. Okay, just whichever one you do, make sure you balance it out going the other way. All right, and we'll come center. We will flip our toes over and come into a downward dog, pushing back. Now again, bend your knees as much as you need here, gentle. This should not be a huge stretch. We're just warming up. Okay, I get a nice stretch in my back, my shoulders, my side body, my hamstrings, pretty much everything. Okay, we're gonna walk our hands back to our feet and roll it up slowly. All right, so first round of exercises. I'm gonna pull my screen down a teeny bit so you can see better. Okay, so first round is gonna be squat hops. So you're going to jump down to a squat and together, okay? Now, if the hop is not for you, straight squats are great. You can do whatever you want with your arms. You can have them up pressing. You can have them holding in one place or reaching to the ground. I like to reach to the ground to make sure I'm getting a nice deep squat, okay? So we are gonna go 45 seconds on and then a little break till the next exercise while I explain. Okay, so we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. So you squat down, up your feet together. And remember, you're sitting your heels back. Sitting back into your heels and sitting your tush back, like you're sitting in a chair. Okay, trying to keep your chest up. It's naturally gonna come forward a little bit, but you don't wanna get lower just by bending your chest. Okay, we're jumping or squatting. If you are either one, try to squeeze your glutes at the top, get that extra butt lift and that extra extension. Okay, we have 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, shake it out a little bit. Now our next exercise is a lateral lunge. We're gonna do both sides in this 45 seconds, alternating. You can do it in 2 ways. So you can have your feet apart and lunge this way and that way. My hips are warming up and cracking as I listen up here. Okay, or a little more advanced, stepping out and pushing back. Okay, this adds a little bit of extra balance, a little bit of extra strength. Okay, so you can choose one. You can switch between the 2, whichever you'd like. We're gonna start our 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. So just like with the squat, your hands can be wherever. You can be running from side to side. You can be holding your prayer. You can have your hands behind your head, whatever. But whichever you're doing, make sure you're sitting your bottom back as you lunge, okay? We don't wanna be tipping forward. We wanna be sitting back, okay? And you'll also notice the straight leg, my foot stays down, facing forward, okay? It doesn't lift up, stays flat down. Keep it going. We have 5 more seconds. Really push up at the top. And done. All right. I'm gonna get a quick sip of water. And you take as much water or time as you need, okay? You can always pause if I'm going too quickly. Pause in between exercises so that you get a little bit of breath so that you can do your best work for each set, okay? Last set, we are going to do half on one leg, half on the other. These are some runner lunge, either knee drives or jumps, your choice, okay? So we're gonna come like you're starting a sprint. So all of you runners out here, pretend like you're out running. And you're gonna start with your back leg straight, front leg bent, okay? Reach toward the ground, then you're gonna drive your knee up and come back to that position. Now, if you want to add some cardio, you can add the jump, okay? So we'll do 22 and a half, 22 seconds on one side, then we'll switch to do the other one, either a drive or a jump. Your choice, again, if you wanna try one and decide that's not right for you and switch, you can do that, okay? So 45 seconds, choose a leg to start. Ready, go. Now here, again, you're gonna notice I try not to have my knee tip forward too much. That puts a lot of pressure on your knee. The farther back you can go, the more you're gonna feel it in your glutes. Now we're burning out one leg a few more seconds, and then we switch. And last one, and switch. I really feel it in my glutes, a little bit in my quads. That's where you should be feeling it, not in the knee. If it's in your knee, don't go as deep, okay? You can do this. Also, a lot of work, okay? If your knees can handle it, go a little deeper. And last one, done. Woo. All right, one round down, or one set of the first round down, I should say. So here's where we add a little bit of extra. So after the 45 seconds of movement, we're gonna have a 10-second push. So for our squats, we'll have our 45 seconds of our squat hops or just squats, right? Last 10 seconds. I'm gonna come into a squat and pulse, okay? So coming down, pulsing a little bit. Okay, so we'll get going in a few seconds with those squat hops or squats. Feet are about shoulder width. You can go a little bit farther apart. And feet are forward or a little bit turned out. We don't want those knees going in, okay? Straight or a little bit out is fine. 45 seconds, then 10-second pulse. Ready? Go. Oh, so I was just showing you a third option. If you need a little bit more, you can do a squat jump. Just straight squat, taking out that extra hop. It's a little bit tougher, but if you want more, go for it. Sitting back into those heels. Keep it going. Take a quick rest if you need, or slow it down into the squats. But try to keep moving or come back as soon as you can. Okay, we have just 5 more seconds, and then we pulse. And pulse, so come down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Ooh, I feel that all in there. Get yourself a little butt kick, shake them out. All right, now I'm switching it up a little bit for the lateral lunges. The last 10 seconds, you're gonna do a plie squat, feet out, and knees out. This squat, your butt does not go out. It stays tucked in. And you come down and you're just gonna squat here, okay? So as wide as your hips will allow. Of course, all of our bodies are different, right? So just do the best you can. That's for the last 10 seconds, okay? So we're gonna start with the 45 of the lateral lunges, sitting back. Ready, set, go. Sitting back and pushing up. The more you drive off of that bent knee, the more power you're creating and the more work for your muscles. The wider your legs go, the more work you're doing as well. So keeping it narrow is fine as long as you're still sitting back, not pressing forward. We have 10 more seconds, and then we pulse. All right, get ready, and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, get a little lower, 3, 2, 1, 0. Woo. All right, now, the runner's lunge. Since we're splitting half and half with the time, we're gonna start with those extra 10 seconds, do that leg for 22, then the other leg for 22, and the extra 10 seconds, okay? Because we have to split it up and make it even. So for this one, you're gonna start in the runner's lunge position still, kind of like you're ready to take off for a race. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna drive that back leg up, your knee up into your chest, and your arms are gonna come down. So you're gonna drive like this for 10 seconds, okay? And here, this leg is bent. Again, the more you bend, the more work you're doing, okay? So this is 10 seconds. Then we go into the 22 of the runner's jump or drive, okay? I'm gonna turn some air on here while we go. So 10 seconds first, choose your leg, okay? So starting with those pulse crunches, 10 seconds, ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze your core, 6, 5, drive it up, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the runner's lunge. So here, you're either hopping or driving up. Trying to make a nice long lunge. We have about 5 more seconds, and we switch legs. 3, 2, 1, switch. And up with the runner's jump. And then the last 10 seconds will be the pulse again. Keep it going, nice and strong. 5 more seconds, and then we pulse. And pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo! Give those booties a little tap and shake them out. Nice work, guys. So we have one whole round done now, okay? The next 2 rounds are gonna be on the ground. So make sure you have a mat or carpet or somewhere you can lie down and sit down. And we're gonna be on our stomach a little bit, okay? So first round is a little bit of arms, some back core and front core. Okay, we often think of core as just abs, but it's this whole area here, front and back, sides, the whole shebang. So first round is gonna be a push-up with shoulder taps. So you'll do one push-up and then shoulder tap each side. Push-ups, of course, there are options, modifications, variations. So you can, let me pull this down a little more. Okay, you can do push-ups here, okay? This is a push-up, that's great. You can walk your knees out a little farther. That's gonna make it a little bit harder. You can go on your feet, okay? And again, you can also choose your push-up. You can do a tricep push-up. You can go a little bit wider, or you can go super wide. Whatever works best for your shoulders and your arms. I'm not gonna be picky about the type of push-up today, okay? Some days I will. Today, your choice. So we're gonna do one push-up, and then you tap 1, tap 2. Now, you see I rock a little bit, but I'm not completely twisting and turning to get my shoulders. The more you can stabilize, the more you're working your core. And if you need to separate your feet a little bit more to stay stabilized, that's awesome too, okay? So 45 seconds, get ready, and go. Push up, tap, tap. Now you can switch which arm you tap first, either every other, or for this round and the next round, because you know we're coming back to it, your choice. You can also switch what type of push-up. If your form starts going, definitely switch to a different way. You're still getting a really good push-up, whichever version you're doing, as long as your form is good. Keep going, you got it. And done. Woo, good thing there's only one round or one exercise of push-ups today, huh? All right, next one is gonna be a Superman, Superwoman, Super People. So for this, you're gonna lie on your stomach. You are going to have your feet out. I don't put mine all the way together because that can put strain on your lower back. If you can, great. If it hurts your back, separate your legs a little bit. Arms are out. Now, Superman, you can come up and down, or you can do arms, legs, whichever works best for your body. Again, all of our bodies are different. Take care of yours, but push yourself a little bit, okay? So we'll come up, brief hold, and back down. 45 seconds. Ready, go. So you squeeze, up and down. Squeeze, squeeze, and down. Try not to hold tension in your neck. Release that space between your ears and your shoulders. You need to bring your arms down a little bit, bent, that's fine. And again, you have the option of just arms, just legs, a combination, one and the other, your choice. Just make sure you're really squeezing at the top. Squeeze those glutes. Just 5 more seconds. And done. Nice. Okay, you're gonna flip it over. Now, we did some running. We might as well be triathletes today. It's a little bit backwards, but that's okay. We're gonna do some biking. So, we're gonna do some bicycle crunches. And for bicycle crunches, of course, options always. You can keep your knees bent and crunch, crunch, crunch. You can kick them straight, okay? Do what you need to do, shoulders off or shoulders farther down, whichever you need to do to keep your form good and strong, okay? 45 seconds, ready, go. Now, speed is a choice here. You could go faster, you could go slower. Whichever you do, keep control and really make sure your belly button is pushing toward the floor, okay? Don't let it pop up. Really keep it engaged. Try to keep that lower back to the floor the whole time. Keep your elbows open, not just pulling it in. You want to support your neck, but let the twist come from your obliques and your core, not your arms and neck. Keep it going and stop, actually. Woo, that 45 flew by. All right, so we're already back to the push-ups. And for this one, the last 10 seconds, because you know we have that extra bit, you are just gonna keep doing push-ups. No shoulder taps in between, okay? You're really gonna fatigue on this one, and that's okay. Unless you have super strong arms, and go you. That's great. So we're gonna do the push-up with the shoulder tap, and then the last 10 seconds, straight push-ups. And again, you have choice of type of push-up, how your knees are, either close to your hands is gonna be a little bit more of a basic one. Knees farther away is gonna be a little bit more challenging. On your feet is the most challenging. And then you also have the option of elbows in, little bit out, and a whole lot out, okay? So let's start with the 45 of the push-up and shoulder tap, okay? Get yourself ready, set, and go. If you tried it one way last time and you want to try something else this time, go for it. If you liked what you did last time and want to do it again, go for it. If you need a quick break, go for it. Just come back as soon as you can. Remember, we're keeping that butt down, keeping that core engaged, pushing through your shoulders, push away from the ground. Got this, keep it up. Just 5 more seconds. You can do it. 3, 2, 1, and push-ups. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Whew. Shake those arms out. Maybe do a little child's pose. Stretch them out. Shake them. You can go across, over the head, whichever you need to do before we get into Superman, super people. Now, the 10 seconds of this, we've done some running, we've done some biking, let's do some swimming. So the last 10 seconds, you're going to swimmer kick. Of course, you would never actually swim like this, right? But you're gonna do the swimmer's kick. So when you're stretched out, you're going to tap, feet and legs kicking, okay? Again, you would never actually swim like that, but we'll call it swimmer's kick. So 45 of super people, and then 10 swimmer kick-ish. Ready? Super people, go. Keep breathing. I know it's hard on your stomach to breathe, but do the best you can. You definitely do not want to be holding your breath. Squeezing your glutes at the top, pulling your shoulder blades down away from your ears. We have just over 10 seconds, and then we kick. Ready? And kick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, 0. Whew. All right. So back to those bicycle crunches. Now, we are going to swim again, just our feet this time. So after we do our bicycle crunches for 45 seconds, then we're going to do a flutter kick of our feet, okay? So your head can be down, flutter kicking. Your hands can either be by your side or in a triangle or kite shape under your tush. You can, of course, do that for bicycle crunches too, if that is better for you. But for the flutter kicks, you can also come up, okay? You have options there as well. But let's start with the bicycle crunches, choosing whichever way you need to do. 45, ready, go. So if you're touching your knee, keeping your knees bent, it's gonna look like this, okay? You're still getting that twist. You're still getting those legs moving. It's just not as much as if your legs go straight, because that's gonna be more work for those lower abs. Try to keep your gaze up toward the ceiling, not down at your hips. Taking that strain out of the neck. Keep it going. We have 2, 1, and flutter kick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Whew, give yourself a stretch here. Just lying on your back, stretch your arms up and your feet out. Whew. Oh, that feels good. All right. So you're a reverse triathlete today. Great job. All right, the next section is a little bit more core. We are going to do a plank hold for 45 seconds. Of course, you have options for the plank. So you can do on your hands. You can do on your forearms. If you need to put your knees down, you can do that in either way as well. But I encourage you to try to come up to your feet as much as you can. Like I said, you can come down and take a quick break if you need to. Much better to come from here, take a quick break on your knees. It's not a full break, but it's a little bit of a break. And then back up. Much better than coming all the way down and then coming all the way up, okay? So try to keep working for the 45 seconds, whatever modification you need to do, okay? 45. On the clock, choose your plank. Ready, go. So here, we squeeze our butt down. You don't want it up. Butt down. You're going to push between your shoulder blades. Try to push up away from the floor. So if you're on your elbows, push from your elbow through to the ceiling. It's kind of a weird way to put it, but pushing up away from the floor. If you're on your hands, same thing. You're pushing away from the floor. Not sinking into your shoulders, pushing, okay? Keep it up. Squeeze your glutes and try to push out through the inner ankle. Your everything is tight, but your face is relaxed. 3, 2, 1, done. All right, so next exercise is a shoulder or a side plank. We're gonna do half on one side, half on the other. So you can either start on one side and move your whole body to this other side or just turn around. I'm gonna turn around, so you're gonna see my back. I'll try to talk loud enough so you can hear me. And you, again, have the option of on your hand, okay, on your elbow, or a supported plank, bending that bottom knee. You can do it either way. Do what's right for your wrists, shoulders, and needs, okay? So we're doing 45 total, 22 on one side, 22 on the other, and a half, and 1 second to switch sides. How about that? Okay, ready, set, go. Now your feet can be stacked on top of each other, forward. You can extend one leg up for a challenge. Try to lift your hips. Don't let them sag down. Now I find the forearm planks a little bit more challenging, but also a little bit less stress on my shoulder and wrist. Okay, we're gonna switch. Now I just turned around. You could switch your whole body around, whatever you need. Okay, lift those hips, don't let them sag. We have 10 more seconds. Your top arm can be up, can be on your hip, can be over your head, whatever is most comfortable for you. And done. All right, one last exercise of this round, and then one more set. So we're gonna do a reverse crunch. And for the reverse crunch, you can put that little triangle, kite, diamond, whatever you wanna call it, shape under your bottom. And you can do bent knees, in, tap, in, tap. Notice my bottom is coming up. I'm really getting the full effect on my lower abs by adding that little lift. Not a swing, I'm not swinging, okay? I'm pressing up, okay? So that's one option. You can come in and kick out, in, kick out, or full straight legs, okay? Choose what's best for you, for your hips, your core, and your back. And we will start in 3, 2, 1, go. You can also have your arms straight to your sides for support. You can mix up the different types, seeing which one you like best. And you can, at the top, you can have your legs come toward you or up toward the sky. Either one, you're engaging your lower abs. Keep breathing. We have 10 seconds left. Nice and controlled, whichever option you're doing. 3, 2, 1, done. All right, last set. So again, we have that 10 seconds added on, and that 10 seconds is gonna be movement, okay? We're holding those planks, so we're gonna institute some movement into them. So we're doing our 45-second plank, and the last 10 seconds, you're going up and downs. So it doesn't matter if you're on your hands or your elbows first, you're gonna switch them. So you start, you go down, up, down, one arm at a time, up. You can switch the arms each time. And again, remember not to rock your body too much. It's gonna move a little bit, and that's fine. If you move your feet further out from each other, you'll have a little bit more balance with it, okay? So let's get ready for our plank. Choose which type of plank you did. Try to at least hold the same type of plank you did last time if you can. Try to build that stamina. If you can go to the next level, awesome. If you can hold it where you're at, awesome. If you need some modifications, awesome. You'll continue to grow for next time, okay? 45 seconds. Ready, set, and go. So this is just our hold. If you need to add something, if the plank is so easy because you do them every day, go you. You can add a little foot lift out to the side or up, okay? You can add a little knee bend, or you can just hold steady. Another challenge for an energetic, if you want to try, is feel like you're pulling, if you're on your hands, feel like you're pulling your hands and your feet toward each other, or if you're on your elbows, feel like you're pulling your elbows and feet toward each other. It really turns on that core even more. Okay, we have 5 more seconds, and then up and downs. 3, 2, 1, go. Up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Switch arms if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Whew, take a little sphinx stretch here while we're here. So on your elbows, legs are pressing down to the ground. You're gonna reach your chest forward, pulling your elbows back, okay? You don't need to arch very much. You wanna feel that pulling forward with your crown of your head. Gets a good stretch in there. All right, side planks this time. You have two options for the movement. So whichever plank you're doing, whether you're on your knee, your shoulder, your hand, or your elbow, doesn't matter. Your first option is a leg lift, okay? So if you're on your foot, leg lift. Second option is crunch in. Now I find this one a little bit less challenging, but it also works these abs as well as these. So take your pick and you can try them out. If you want to take a second right now to see which one you like better, go for it. Or you can mix it up while you're going. But if you mix it up, do the same thing on the other side so that you are getting the same workout. We don't want to be imbalanced, okay? So we're going to start with the 10 seconds of movement because we're splitting the exercise, the 45 seconds. So start with the movement, then a hold, switch to the other side, hold, then the 10 seconds of movement, okay? So we're going to go up and start your movement. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Now here you don't want to twist your hips either too forward or too open. You don't want to have a pike, so a nice straight line all the way down and lifting those hips up. Don't let them sag down. Get that really strong. We're going to flip in 3, 2, 1, flip. Now we're holding again. Nice straight line. Arm is above you, overhead, on your hip, wherever. We're going to do some movement in just about 5 seconds. Ready, set, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Woo! All right, get a quick sip of water. Last exercise. Woo! You've almost made it. So our reverse crunch, our 10 seconds is going to be a pulse at the top. So whether your knees are bent or straight, doesn't matter, or in between, you're just gonna pulse up and down, engaging it from the lower abs, not swinging your legs, okay? So you have reverse crunch first, either bent knees, bent to straight, or straight the whole way, okay? 45 seconds, then we pulse. Ready, set, go. Really focus on your form here. If your lower back is arching or coming off the floor, take it back a level, okay? You can go whichever. Or take a quick rest. But keep coming back as soon as you can. And definitely keep breathing. We have 10 more seconds, and then we pulse. Get ready, and go. 10, 9, straight up if you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Just drop your feet. Okay, my knees are bent, my feet are on the floor. Put your arms out in a T out to the sides. You're gonna drop your knees to one side. I'm dropping mine to my right, and I'm gonna look over my left shoulder. This is a nice stretch for the back, getting a little twist. You can even get a little bit, if your IT bands are tight like me, you're getting it a little bit here. If you push, so my left leg is the top one. If I think of pushing my left knee away from my head, I get a little bit of an extra twist and an extra stretch in that leg. Take one more breath in here. Good, let it out. Now, use your core to pull those knees back up to the middle. Adjust your head and let them fall to the other side. So my legs are to my left, my head will go to the right. You can try to feel that right knee pushing away from you to get that extra stretch. Deep breath in and out. And pull it back from your abs, back to center. Now lift your right leg up and bend it over your left leg so your ankle is on your left thigh. And flex your right foot, push that right knee away. And then you can pull that figure 4 stretch in either from reaching through and grabbing your shin or the back of your thigh, or extending your foot up, your choice. Let's roll those ankles around a little bit. We got some good work in there with those jumps and lunges and squats. Okay, pull it in. I like to tilt a little bit away, so my right knee is the one bent on top, and I twist a little bit, I lean, I should say, a little bit to the left. I get a little more in the glute here and the outer hip. One more breath in. And out. Bring that left leg back down. Pull your right knee into your chest, left leg straight out. You can pull your knee to your chest or your shoulder, whichever is more comfortable. And pull both legs back up to the knees. We're going to cross that left leg over, so my left ankle is on my right leg. Push that left knee away. Flex your left foot. Now you might notice a difference on each side, totally normal. One side might be tighter or more loose than the other side. Pull that leg in to stretch extra or straight up, however you need to do it for you. I like to lean a little. This is a really good stretch, especially for all the leg work we did and all of your running and biking and other sports. It's a really important stretch. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Good. So pull it back down. Left knee into the chest, right leg out. Or into the shoulder, whichever is better for you. One more breath. Good. Now you're going to make your way to seated however you want. You can turn and get up however. Okay. We're going to stretch those shoulders a little bit. Find a comfortable seat. I like crisscross. You can sit with your legs out. You can sit however you need. So we're going to take one arm. This is my right arm, but it looks like left. And you're going to pull it across. And I use my arm between my elbow and wrist to kind of pull back and over. Do what you need to do. Be very gentle on your elbows and your shoulders here. Okay, we don't want pain, but a nice stretch. Okay, and I feel it in here and back here, all in there. Okay. Now you're going to take that same arm up and bend, getting a good tricep stretch. Okay, try to keep your head somewhat neutral, not totally bent down, and pull up and back as much as you need to for your body. Good, and let's switch. So right arm across. You guys did a great job. Hope you felt you worked every part of your body. I know I did. And you'll get stronger every time you do it. You can repeat this however often you'd like. And over your head. And just keep getting stronger every day. Notice where things get a little bit easier, where you can fit in a few more push-ups, where you're not feeling it as much the next day. Those are great. All right, take a deep breath in. Let it out. Excellent job. And go team.